What's up, YouTube? This is TheBillyBobHD bringing you another Let's Play today. I've got some more Victoria 2 Heart of Darkness, and we're playing as Portugal. Last episode, we left off with a pretty big crisis going on in the world. You've got France that's trying to back the formation of Bulgaria, and you've got Russia, who is France's ally, trying to back that as well. Up against that suggestion is the Netherlands, who has decided to back the Ottoman Empire, who would be losing that territory. You've also got Germany and Great Britain up against France and Russia there. So, I'm hoping, and you've also got, sorry, I forgot to mention, Scandinavia here, who is actually, looks like they have not made a decision yet, so they could lose some prestige by not making a choice there. Scandinavia currently ranked number 7 in the world, with Netherlands at number 8. So that's our great power sort of lineup right now. I'm currently ranked number 14 in the world and allied with France, Sardinia, Piedmont, and Ottoman Empire. We are becoming very, very close to being able to colonize these surrounding areas here. I'm just missing a little bit of life rating there. You can see I'm at 15. We need at least a 20. Colonial negotiations is the only sort of discovery that I have to make in order to finish that out. And you can see I've already researched breech-loaded rifles, as it shows is green towards your right there. I have the other ones. You also have Great Britain, the British that are trying to expand up here into Africa as well. So that's going to be a race to see if I can try to connect my different territories there from east to west in southern Africa. We have not been able to take any territory off of Spain yet, and the main reason for that is because they are allied with Germany and the Netherlands. I wonder if this crisis goes off and Germany and Netherlands are already involved in another war against France, I wonder if I could move against Spain. However, I could not take them by myself. I would need to call in France, Sardinia, Piedmont. Don't know if they'd be willing to come and help me. We're also finishing, looks like this research associationism here, which gives my regiments a little bit more experience. Let's go ahead and unpause it. Enough jibber jabber. Looks like the budget is sort of all over the map. I'm showing down here that I'm making money. Okay. Oh, the crisis went ahead and went through, so we do have a war now between the great powers, which is interesting. I've got an infamy score of 14, almost and a half there, so probably not a lot of moves that I can make while that's going on. Let's go with mechanical production as our next research there, plus 5% factory throughput, which will be good, so we can... Oh, I need to invest in these railroads as well, so we'll do that. I don't really have any investors working for me right now, do I? I've got almost 2,000 capitalists in the country. Is there a way that I can... I'm just going to go ahead and try to expand my railroads on the map here. Those are already level 2s up and down there. Prestige. Lose 3 militancy. Gain a lot of prestige. Let's do that. I have plenty of troops in Africa in case any rebellions pop up, so I feel very comfortable in doing that. Oh, didn't almost notice that we have the ability to build some more troops. I'm actually going to build a couple of engineers, 2 in Africa, and then artillery. We could probably use some artillery pieces as well, so I'm going to finish that off too. I've got a bunch of infantry already. I already have some good artillery in Europe, actually. Lisbon, so I'm going to cancel at least one of those. And let's build a guard unit. Portuguese Guard. Very strong regiment there. Huge war going on now over the formation of Bulgaria. You can see Germany has now invaded Russia and making a strong push to the east. Gain 7 militancy. No, thank you. Gain 7 consciousness. This one is the least... That one is the least sort of dangerous for me, I guess. I have a very strong African army. I've actually got it split into 2 armies, a 30 stack here in the east and a 15 stack in the west. Still can't colonize anything, I do not think. Nope, doesn't look like it. We could try to eventually go to war with Oman here to pick up these coastal territories. Gotta let some infamy burn off before we do that, though. Sokoto over here. Oh, they're in the U.S. sphere, so not much I can do about that. How is my... Okay. Well, we're at least building new units now. And one should have already popped up. Where are you? Here you are. Go ahead and combine you up here into my main European force. That's the guard unit that just finished up. Excellent. Okay. Whoa. Tried to raise the speed for a second and you get surprised. That's what you fucking get. I have moved up to number 11 in the world. That's pretty awesome. No new factories that we can build at the moment, but I can invest a small amount of money into some of these railroads there. And those are actually going to be built out down here in my African holdings. Yeah, you can see I've already got a pretty nice railroad network going in my Eastern Empire there. And then the Western side over here, let's go ahead and start expanding these as well. So there we go. The way you do that is you hold control and sort of click within the region, not an individual province. So, let's see who France is up against. Oh, they're at war with Spain. This, yes, I'm automatically thinking that we want to jump into this. Spanish liberation of Catalonia. Okay, so they have attacked France, and I think that is to take... Yeah. That is to take their original territory here, this little elbow you can see that France grabbed. They're trying to take that back. And so France has asked me to join in a war to help out against that. I think we should do it. Got another artillery unit coming in Europe here. What about... I do not have enough transports to get some of these African armies back up, at least in enough time to make a huge difference. We can try. Let's go ahead and start off by sending our small little transport fleet there down to Africa. Need to tell you guys to go ahead and combine forces. Like that. And who else is in this war? It is just Spain for the moment. A smart move on Spain's part. Okay, let's go ahead and proceed. So we've now accepted in this war against Spain. And can I go ahead and try to add a war goal? Acquire a state. Oh, I need to figure out which one I want to acquire first. I was thinking this top little gray province here, Galicia. That'd be a strong one to get, right? How is the war going over here? Oh, interestingly enough, that other war that was started by the crisis, we had a peace out. Looks like France pieced out of that shit. And it looks like a white peace because I do not see Bulgaria, which is what France was backing. And I also do not see any other territories changed, really. Okay. So that means we have the full... Oh, France does not have a high military rating at the moment. But all of France's allies have accepted this war against Spain, so I think we have enough allies to support me actually going in. It doesn't matter, we already went in, but let's try and add a war goal. Acquire state, Galicia. Ooh, it's going to cost me 11 infamy, which puts me right at the limit. At 24. Okay. We've now demanded acquire Galicia. So, in order to do that, let's go ahead and march the army north. And we'll start capping these. We'll start capping these territories here. I've got my engineers in the stack now, and so that's going to help me with the... Oh, why am I taking attrition in there? That sucks. Well, I guess it makes sense that you do take some attrition from the resistance to the occupation. Okay, that makes sense. It's at 2%. Okay, my allies have now come over here to help. Sardinia Piedmont has come in with a 25 stack. Looks like they're actually getting sort of crushed. We've got a big 34 stack here that we're going to have to deal with. More allies between Swiss and Papal State troops coming in as well. And Spain is also trying to take a bunch of small stacks down here and trying to cap me out. So I'm going to take my larger stack down south is what I'm going to try. Did we end up losing? Oh, no, my transports actually survived the trip down to Africa there. Time to pick a new research before we forget. Let's just go ahead with the clean coal there. Okay, we capped that territory. So let's start the march down southward here and try to knock out some of these Spanish troops. I definitely have superiority in numbers. How's my general? He's got a +5 attack, a +0.4 morale, and some organization there. Good job. All right, next let's move further south. And what sucks is it looks like France is going to try to take some of these territories that I was after. And there's a nice, wow, a big 32 stack there. Let's combine you guys. We need to let you guys sort of heal up a little bit. Reinforce. I am losing manpower, though. We could try to mobilize. I don't know. I don't know if that makes a ton of sense or not. We're going to march north here and jump in on this little 2-stack. Boom. Then I'm going to try to help out my allies up here and knock you guys out. There we go. I like those numbers. They're losing like 750 men per firing round. There we go. Taking attrition, so I'm going to actually march back down here and recap my little territory of Evora. France and Switzerland now making progress across Spain. I like to see that. I'm going to boost the speed just ever so slightly there. As it looks like this war should be coming to an end. Who knows if we'll get our goal or not. All pops support liberal, gain 2 militancy. Oh, let's go with the free press one. Makes me more liberal anyways, which I like to see. Okay, we recapped that, so that's good. Let's go over here to Salamanca. Producing more cotton, which is good. I'm somehow losing money. Oh, and Spain is trying to recap this territory over here with a huge 38 stack. Should I try to take them on? I don't know. Oh, Spain now offering peace. Let's see what it is. All right. We have received an offer of peace from Spain. They're offering the following terms. Acquire Galicia. Proceed. Fine. And that's it. The war is over. We gained what we wanted. That is exciting. The Portuguese Empire expands. Look at that. So Spain is being squeezed. They saw France as being weak right after that war. They didn't have very much military power, and so they chose to try to take this piece back. Well, what they didn't count on was Russia, myself, and all the rest of France's allies coming into that and trying to take care of that. We've got a couple of closed factories, it looks like, in Galicia, so I'll go ahead and open those and start subsidizing them. Acquired 2 new factories, that's always good news. Is that right? Yep. And we've got almost a halfway full cannery in Galicia that we picked up. So that did increase my industrial score as well, up to 13. Nice prestige from that as well. So I should be a pretty solid number 11 power in the world right now. Currently losing money, so let's temporarily We'll temporarily lower the military supply there in order to be profitable again. There we go. Just spent some money on reopening those factories. Projects. Oh, coal production. Okay, that's great from the clean coal research that we just did. Let's go with the Iron Railroad next, I think is a pretty good one. Also, it is 1870. There should be a... We should be able to colonize here pretty soon. After the Iron Railroad is finished, probably hit up the analytic philosophy there, hit the realism, and then time to give my army one more round of updates as well. We can also build a couple new units. All in Europe, it looks like. Let's get, I'll get 2 dragoons and 2 infantries. Excellent. That will add a lot to my little 36 stack there. I've got a military power of 55. Spain, however, is weaker than I am. Spain and Portugal. We've got a... Shit. Well, we've got a truce until 1875, so another 5 years of that shit. Okay, cool. Machine parts factory. We can now get one of those. Still have the alliance with France and Sardinia, Piedmont, etc. So that's good. I just love seeing that green border up here. Fucking awesome. We have a lot of rebellions that could try to pop up. Safe working conditions, political representation. Okay. Nothing that looks super scary. Common school movement. I wish we had a... I wish we had an actual, what do you call them? What's the word I'm looking for? Reform. HM's government. We are conservative. Alright, well, we'll see how that works out. Got some nice iron and wool production. Oh, we have another crisis, too. Oh, tension in my country. Been running high for quite some time, but lately there seems to have been a change in the wind. There seems calmer in the area. Yes, we lose some militancy. Okay, you've got Great Britain now backing the formation of Poland against the Russian Empire. So France is not jumping in. France has probably chosen to just leave that shit alone. They need to rebuild their military. Makes sense. They have a very low military score right now, only at 34. Okay. We are getting closer to great power status, I tell you that. Full citizenship, I'm a big fan of that. Want as many people to migrate to my country as possible. Got some max naval speed going. Planned economy. I'm more of a laissez-faire fan. Still cannot colonize anywhere. Okay. %, free trade. Making great money now. Really profitable. My army is starting to get to a size where it's actually more expensive. Okay, let's see what most people want. Vote, universal. Excellent. So if I go back to politics here, we've got a majority of the people that are still conservative. So that's fine with me for now. Let's see what's going on with the crisis. Germany, of course, went in on their allies' side with the Brits here. And Russia has got the backing of Scandinavia and Netherlands. So for the first time, we've seen Netherlands and Germany go to opposing sides in this crisis. That would be really interesting to see. I imagine Netherlands would get absolutely swallowed up. That's what I'm thinking. Okay. Awesome progress. Let's go ahead and combine you. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Again, this has been the Billy Bob HD. Please remember to like,